What's up, everybody? We are getting ready for opening night, I should say. We're going to be live streaming. Well, actually doing a bit of a watch party for the New York Yankees, San Francisco Giants, live on Netflix. Opening night. Baseball is back. I'll be joined by Trev Chirps in a little bit. We will be watching the game, talking baseball, talking all kinds of things. He might talk a little trash, if you will, but it'll be a good time. So before the game starts, we got about 15 minutes till game time. So make sure you get your beverages ready. You've got your little cooler next to you, whatever you do, whatever your rituals are, because it's baseball time. We're back. It's been a long winter, and it's finally time to get back into the ball game. So I'll be here with you hosting. I'm Anthony from Major League Brews. I also am the host of the No Bad Hops podcast, and we'll be coming live at you for the next few hours as we watch Yankees versus the Giants opening night baseball. Let's go. So don't mind me. I'm still getting set up here, trying to figure out the vibe. And it may involve a shark vacuum cleaner, apparently. All right, there we go. That's a little bit. Sweet. All right. We got the Yankees away jersey behind me. The spring training jersey is down. The man cave area, because the rest of it's surrounded by Legos and Hot Wheels, is ready for baseball season. I'll be pouring my first beverage. I have a special little treat today. I have the Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. They are one of the sponsors of the New York Yankees this year. Also, the New York Mets. I'll shout that out too. And they were good enough to send me a bottle of the Dew, the Tullamore Dew. And it'll be Tully time soon. Opening day, opening night, first pitch. I'm ready. So it's interesting to watch the game on Netflix. I'm sure Trev and I will talk about it. I'm not a fan of all the different streaming stuff. I get it. I understand it, but I don't know if it actually gets more people to watch or if it's a hindrance. So who knows? Right now, they got a little focus on Jazz Chisholm of the New York Yankees. I'm a fan of his. I know he rubs some people the wrong way, but I love the enthusiasm he brings to the game. So, I got no problem with that. I think he's going to have a big year. He's a free agent next season, so he's got a little incentive. Tonight's pitching matchup, we have Logan Webb, played for Team USA in the WBC, versus Max Fried. Fried's in his second year with the New York Yankees. They are playing at Oracle Park in San Francisco. There's apparently 73 canoes. I guess that's what they're called. Small boat type things out in there for Barry Bonds' 73 home runs. Apparently, this is the 30th? No, what year are we? 25th anniversary of him hitting 73 home runs. So we will be all ready to watch some baseball. First pitch is 8:05, so we are about 9 minutes away. So make sure you're all set. The Netflix studio, it's quite the cast of characters. We got Albert Pujols, Barry Bonds, Anthony Rizzo, Jameson Winston is there. Bert Kreischer, who is the comedian, he's out in one of the canoes paddling in McCovey Cove, shirtless as always, and he's quite sunburned. So that'll be interesting to see how the Netflix broadcast goes, because they have like 12 people on this. I believe Matt Vasgersian is the voice, the play-by-play. So at least have some familiar voices here, but otherwise it's a new cast of players who will be here bringing us the game. So we're getting ready. I have a few beers to pour today. Picked up some new ones, so I'm excited for that at least. I'm excited for baseball. Baseball's back. We got a few topics to talk about tonight, so we are ready. Getting there. We are 7 minutes away from first pitch. Now, will first pitch happen at 8:05? I doubt it, but at least we will be uh, on the way there. So it's pretty exciting. I will say though, for me, opening day is a daytime thing. Like it feels weird saying opening night. I don't know if anybody, I mean, it is opening day because it is still daytime over in San Francisco. But I don't know. For me, opening day is Cincinnati. 12 o'clock start, and they you do this big parade. It's a big thing there in Cincinnati. So I have this. I kind of want it to be a daytime afternoon, all day, stretch it out, give me 12 games. So this opening night marquee event, it's good for the game, I'm sure, but for if you're a baseball purist, I'm sure it's not so much. And of course being on YouTube now, if you're not a streamer, then maybe it's a little hard to get to, but I think most people are at least comfortable with Netflix as a vehicle for getting broadcasts. I know they have a few other marquee events, including the Home Run Derby. I believe the Field of Dreams game in August as well. So we're gonna see them do some of these bigger events, and this is just the way TV is now. TV is not cable and all that. Although the Major League Baseball will be on NBC and Peacock. So there will be some on a mainstream television network. But yeah, we're getting there. We're in almost game time. So I'm popping a beer because I can't wait anymore. Because what goes better with baseball than a beer? So first beer of the night is one I just picked up for the occasion. It's called Crosstown Rivals. It is from Seven Tribesmen, which is in Wayne, New Jersey, and they did a dual can with the Mets side in the orange and blue, and then the pinstripe side for the Yankees. And you can vote on the team that you root for and be entered into a contest. So it's a good way to get some email addresses on their part. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, cool. It's a cool little concept. And then they will do a big event weekend, pouring these beers when it's the first Subway Series for the Yankees and Mets in May 15th to the 17th. So that's a cool thing. So if you live in New Jersey, you like beer, Seven Tribesmen is a cool spot to hang out at. They have a great beer garden. They always have good music, so it's a cool place to hang out when you're ready to just chill and enjoy some good craft beer. So we'll be getting to that time of year where you can sit outside and enjoy nature and beer, because what goes better with nature than beer? All right. All right, I hear Matt Vasgersian's voice, so that's a good sign. Means we're getting close to baseball. I mean, I if they do think it shouldn't be a national holiday, then they are a bunch of bums. Because I think it'd be I think they need to figure out a way, and this is possible. We can do this as a society. Figure out a way. The Super Bowl should always be the day before President's Day, and then everybody gets off on President's Day. We need to figure out a way. Just pop a holiday in the beginning of April. Now I know Easter's there a lot of times. The Yankees actually open on Good Friday, so that's a little, a little thing, but we need to just find a holiday at the end of March or beginning of April and just like a nice Thursday, or even we'll do a Friday, have opening day, be a nice Friday in April first, and just figure it out and make it a national holiday. And everybody gets off and enjoys the game. And then the Cincinnati Reds can start their parade and you can start drinking at 10 a.m. and enjoy the day. That's what I think should happen. That would be stud behavior. So it looks like the broadcast booth for Matt Vasgersian is Hunter Pence and CC Sabathia. So it'd be a cool little perspective. Both guys have have big personalities. All right, so I showed you the beer. I should probably open it. So the Seven Tribesmen beer is a American lager. Sorry. Yes, the pride of Vallejo, California, and also home Hall of Famer CC Sabathia now. And I love Hunter Pence. Hunter Pence is just a fun dude to watch, and I think he's got a cool cool vibe to him. I know Trev has met him before, interviewed him, so it'd be interesting to hear his perspective on Hunter. And Hunter Pence was just fun to watch as a player too. He had that strange batting stance. He had the energy. He brought the energy every time. There's some big countdown happening on the screen. All right, well, we're getting ready. So cheers. Taking the first sip here before while we get the introductions. And I don't know if anybody's a fan of Bert Kreischer, but if I am in a bad mood and I need to laugh, I can just put on The Machine comedy routine. Just that. I mean, it's like 20 years old at this point, but every time makes me laugh, puts me in a better mood. So I'm a big fan of his. I know he's got a comedy show out, and that's why they are pumping him right now. It's on Netflix. I think it's called Freebird. But and there's your plug, Netflix. You're welcome. But he is he is a pretty funny dude. So. All right, they got a couple New York City taxi cabs with some. They look like 6 Nick City dancers dancing around and on them. So I guess with Netflix, being a movie studio, and they're really bringing the theatrics to the game today. And Arson Judge gets a round of boos from the San Francisco Giants crowd. And it's funny, I just got an alert from the MLB app saying the start of the San Francisco versus New York Yankee Giant game is delayed. I'm hoping it's just delayed because they're doing the introductions and all that, and not like something crazy happened there and we're not seeing it. Because God forbid. I agree. They should have done some throwbacks here. I know they leaked their City Connects. Well, I don't think they leaked it, but there's been a leak of City Connect jerseys over the last couple days, and the Giants are getting a refresh on theirs. But it would have been cool to throw back the like 1950s New York Giants jerseys. So the Yankees ran out between two New York City cabs, and San Francisco Giants will be running out through a trolley. Really going with the transportation theme here. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Workers at Dick's Sporting Goods have been fired because of the leaks. Well, I mean, I I get it, but why would you leave jerseys you can't sell there, like just in plain sight? Like keep them in the box. Maybe keep them in the manager's office. I mean, unless they're the managers leaking them, but I think I've seen three of them now. I think I've seen Baltimore's, I've seen the Giants, I've seen the Padres. So that's at least three. I think there was one more out there that kind of got leaked. And I think they come out like in 3 weeks. So I know like the hype of everything's going to be opening night, opening day. But there's plenty of opportunities to debut those jerseys at some point during spring training except for the fact that the World Baseball Classic was there and everyone's attention was on that. So you don't want to introduce them then. So I guess they're waiting for the shine to wear off on baseball being back and be like, hey, by the way, we got new jerseys. Go buy some. It's just a Mexico City game jersey. The Padres one looks like it's their old City Connect. Just they just changed the colors. They toned down the colors, and the Padres one was the brightest. It was like a teal, not a teal, but like a light green with orange and yellow and everything in it. And I liked the old Padres one. I know now, they need to sell more jerseys, so they're gonna obviously do a rebrand on the City Connect. I wish they would have went with like I think they should go back and do the futuristic jerseys that they did back in like '98. Like the big giant the Ken Griffey wore the Seattle Mariner like cut off one. The Rockies had a cool one. All right, introductions are over. Gonna unfurl the flag. I don't know who's doing the national anthem here. Well, let's find out.
nation's colors. Please welcome the 23rd Marine Regiment Color Guard from San Bruno, California. And now, here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome retired Navy Petty Officer First Class, General Wilson.
All right. We'll take the hat off for the national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets twinkling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Woo! All right, let's go. Got the flyover. We got the national anthem. Introductions are over. We're almost there. First pitch is coming up. And now you got a commercial. Back to the beer. This beer is definitely a crusher. Drink a whole bunch of these, which is probably going to be dangerous. Considering I think it's a Wednesday night. What do we have? 4.2%. We're fine. We're fine on these. A flyover provided by the Travis Air Force Base in Fairfield, California. Very cool. I will say that Navy, the guy who sang the national anthem, the retired Navy officer, knocked that out of the park. Who needs country music superstars when you got guys like that? Well, again, with this being a Netflix vehicle, I would have thought they would have pulled somebody who's going to have a concert special or has a role in a movie somewhere. I don't know, Alicia Silverstone, somebody like that, singing the national anthem. Oh, cool. He does? That's awesome. Well, he's uber talented, so he should be doing them. And just the views of Oracle Park that they've been doing, just in the pre-game. I've never been there. It's one of the stadiums I have not been to, but it's probably it's very high. It's number one on the list to get to. The trip probably won't happen this year. Hopefully, there's baseball next year, so in 2027 it can happen. But I've heard only good things about Oracle Park. The food, the beer, everything I've heard about the park itself has been great. So it's something I definitely want to get to. Someplace I want to get to in the very near future. But right now, we're just gonna have to watch it on television. So the Yankees are opening their season in San Francisco, which is kind of weird. Usually but someone's got to play an interleague series somewhere along the lines. But it is cool because it's both coasts kind of coming together, and it's a change of pace because the Yankees usually open up against the Baltimore Orioles, the Tampa Rays. It's always somebody like that, at least at home. This year they will be opening against the Miami Marlins at home, so get another interleague matchup for actual opening day and then for their home opener.
Back in beautiful San Francisco at Oracle Park, where the New York Yankees are about 3,000 miles away from home in the Bronx. But for at least one of their players, this is a very familiar feeling part of the country. And for more on that, we say hello to Lauren Shahadi.
Hi, Maddie. I saw Aaron Judge taking batting practice not too long ago.
All right, we have the whole agenda now. 2027, we go to Stockton for Beer Bat Friday. I'm in. Then San Francisco for AT&T Park. Well, AT&T, Oracle, whatever it's called. And then Raimondi Park for the Oakland Ballers. Hey, I'm in for that trip. I will not say no. We'll road trip up and down the coast of of California to hit up baseball stadiums.
Championship since 2009 in New York. He will bring a starved fan base very, very happy about it.
Yeah, Lauren, boy, did Aaron Judge remind folks in San Francisco.
I'm a big fan of Logan Webb, the Giants starter for the evening. He is my pick. I made the pick with my boy Triple B, who's in the comments dropping all the knowledge for us. He was my pick for the NL Cy Young for 2026. So it'd be okay, though, if he didn't have a great start to the season and maybe, allowed a nice bomb by Aaron Judge and gives you 6 innings, 1 run, and the Giants bullpen blows it. I'm totally fine with that.
Hard to say for a guy that's still in the middle of a great career. Yeah, it is, but I agree with you. It's already Cooperstown ready. I mean, 3 MVPs. What he means to the franchise, being a captain. Him being a hometown guy here. He gets love. Excited to see him do it again for this series, but this is an incredible league.
I mean, Max Fried can throw an opening day no hitter. That's fine with me. I didn't even set my fantasy baseball lineups. I am definitely slacking. I have 3 fantasy baseball teams, which is probably 3 too many. But it'd be a good thing if I start actually, set the lineups. All right, that one's good.
Giants getting ready to hit the field, so it's time for us to send it to one of the stars of WWE Raw on Netflix. It's World Tag Team Championship.
I do have Logan Webb as one of my starters. I do believe in the Logan Webb experience.
Here to lead us off tonight, please welcome our Playboy announcer, WWE superstar, Jey Uso.
We got Jey Uso here. Netflix is getting the bang for their buck here. They're getting everybody they possibly can into this broadcast. And as I said, Yankees our sponsor, or one of their sponsors this year is Tullamore Dew, the official Irish whiskey of the New York Yankees. So we're gonna open the year with a little opening day shot of Tully. It's almost baseball time, so it's Tully time. There we go. All right.
Let's avoid the cold. The Northeast should shut it down to West Coast for like a month, and then like we'll wiggle it in and see if you can figure that one out, man.
I imagine sitting in that stadium right now. If you are not in the sun, it is pretty chilly because the wind's whipping through those players' uniforms. And we get the managerial debut of Tony Vitello, the former Tennessee baseball head coach. Never coached in the majors in any way, so he's making the jump straight from college. So it'll be interesting to see how he does, how he manages a bullpen, how he manages a team. It's the major league game is definitely different from the college game. So
Still, you're looking at like your backdrop is very bright, and then the ball's coming out of darkness, so it's a very kind of messes with your depth perception. So it'll be a challenge. We'll see if the hitters are able to power through. Sounds like excuses to me. You know, these are enough pitches. There's enough excuses.
Storylines, guys, as we raise the curtain on a new season, is the eight new managers taking over.
we'll also see the debut of the ABS system in a major league game. We'll see who's the first player to tap the helmet and go for the challenge. Each team gets 2 challenges. If you win, you keep them. So I think that'll be one storyline that we'll kind of see a lot of early on. People getting used to that. Who's good at challenging? Who can challenge? So it'll definitely be something to get used to. I'm a big fan of it. I think why not get the calls right that you can, especially the egregious ones. I don't think, I think umpires generally are pretty good at their job. I know they catch a lot of flack because we always think they're wrong, but when you're sitting 500 yards away, it's kind of hard to see if that ball painted the black, and we all boo or can be umpires from back there, but they do a pretty good job overall. It's those calls that are just off, that are just in, that they might miss, that the catcher might pull in. Um, I think it's a good mechanism for the players to kind of be able to challenge that. And I think one thing we're going to end up seeing is that umpires are good at their job. I think that's going to be one takeaway that we're going to get from the ABS, from seeing how close those pitches really are to the plate. Netflix with the MLB The Show look to their screen here, showing the Logan Webb pitch usage chart. And there is the MLB The Show cover athlete, Aaron Judge. Second time he's doing that. All right. It is Tully time. Tullamore, the official Irish whiskey of the New York Yankees. Here comes first pitch. Baseball is officially back. Cheers, everybody. Trent Grisham back with the Yankees. He accepted the qualifying offer that they gave out to him. So he's making $22 million this year. That Tully went down nice and smooth. Wow. Loved it. So now we got the score bug over on the right-hand side. Not sure how I feel about it yet. But I think I kind of prefer it in that right-hand corner instead of up on the top. It's one of the things you always got to get used to, like when they change the screens over, or you get a new station doing a game and they have a new score bug. Where is it going to be? What's it look like? Where's the info I need? And we can see behind home plate a familiar face at San Francisco. I think he became famous during one of the Giants World Series runs, the one against the Kansas City Royals. Marlins man sitting behind home plate. He doesn't stand out as much here in Oracle Park because he's got the orange on, so he kind of matches Giants fans, but he's still, that distinct look behind home plate is there. Fun fact, I met him at one of the Mets games. He was in Citi Field for I think it was a Sunday night game, and I knew he was going to be there. He announced it, so I brought the card of him from, I think it was the 2015 top set, and I had him autograph the card where he is in the background of one of the World Series cards. So I have an autographed Marlins man card. And Grisham goes down on strikes, and that'll bring up the captain, number 99, Aaron Judge. Whew. Could have been a San Francisco Giant, Mr. Arson Judge. A famous tweet by John Heyman a few years ago. So he decided not to light the Bay on fire and instead return to the New York Yankees. And here we are. So he's catching some boos. Whew. So it's as I mentioned before with the ABS system, one of the balls that was called a strike, very high, one there clipped the bottom of the strike zone that they have on there. And at first they said they weren't going to have these boxes. At least that's what I had read, that they weren't going to have them on the screen. But then I think they backed off of that and now are obviously allowing it. So Aaron Judge has caught some flack over the last couple weeks. There was even more Judges not clutch being touted after the WBC and his 3 strikeouts in the game against Venezuela. Fair. He did not come through in that big moment. But I still think he's probably one of the best hitters on the planet. Making Logan Webb work here. So if you are out there and you are drinking a beer, let me know. Drop it in the chat what you are drinking as you watch the opening night of baseball. Oh, that was a terrible strikeout. I do love Logan Webb's just like swagger on the mound.
So 2 strikeouts for Webb, and that brings up the 2-time All-Star, former National League MVP Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger, the Yankees' big free agent pickup. I mean, bringing him back, but signed him to a 7 years, 165. Sorry, 5 years, 160, 152.
Like you said, him being able to play all part, it's going to be a great thing for him and the Yankees.
I wonder how the outfielders will fare. Right now, there's the big shadow uh, just past second base. So the whole infield essentially is in the shade and in the shadow, and then the ball comes out into the Bay Area and into the sun. Essentially, it is. It's going into the sun. Uh, so it may make it a little more difficult to play that ball. So that'll be something to watch, um, especially with the Yankees, who are not used to playing out in San Fran.
The absolute legend who is beginning her phone to root this online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing is your mom. Hey guys.
All right, we'll be joined by Trev's Chirps. He is probably about a few minutes out. And at some point we may switch over to his channel, give his some of his fans some love. So if we do, which we probably will, I will make sure I drop the link in the chat here before we move it on over. We'll probably be dueling streams at the same time, and then we'll port over to that one. I'll also put it on my Instagram. If you are not following me on Instagram, I would appreciate it at Major League Brews. You can also follow the podcast at No Bad Hops Podcast. Talk about baseball, talk about beer, have a guest on. We have a beer together. It's a good time. So, and if you're looking for mascots, there was supposed to be a new mascot T-shirt that dropped today, but unfortunately, the TeePublic site uploader was down, so I was unable to load it. But we should have one ready for Friday, ready to rock with the new mascot jersey, not jersey, shirt. We do all the drink. I do the drinking mascots. So if you're a fan of a team that has a mascot, it's probably a shirt for you. Triple B, what are you drinking tonight as you watch the game? Because I know you have the elite, the rated slappers coming out fast and furious over up in Michigan. Max Fried is on the mound for the New York Yankees. I do have the Max Fried jersey on. You can't see it because I'm in my basement and it's cold down here. So rocking the hoodie. Max Fried was the Yankees, one of the big Yankees free agent pickups last season, and had a great year for the team. Exactly what you wanted. Right now, he is the ace of the staff, waiting for Garrett Cole to come back from internal brace surgery. And he's going to walk Luis Arraez to start the game. All right, Triple B rocking with a Mortal Bloom Imperial Hazy IPA at 9%. Starting strong. This Giants team is a pretty solid lineup. But when you kind of look at it, there's a lot of up and down that can be there. You don't know what kind of season some of these players are going to come in with. Matt Chapman was a solid third. He's a great defensive third baseman. But his offense has dipped a little since he's left Oakland. Had some injuries throughout the past couple of years. Finally, was a little bit more healthy. Although started last year on the IL, so he's kind of looking for a bounce back season. The Giants inked him to an extension.
be a great clubhouse leader.
Absolutely. 1-2 to Chapman found the way.
I will say the one thing I know all teams do this, the screen behind the batter's box. It just looks a little too fake. It's mostly like that green screen kind of thing that they do, especially now like on hockey boards where they give certain ads to people on TV, and when you're in the stadium, it's something different. But I don't know, it feels a little too fake. Woo. The Yankees cannot turn the double play. Chisholm bounced it over to the first base. All right. But it's a tough play because the shortstop, second base are just outside of where the shadow is right now. Ben Rice just picking up first base as well. He was a catcher in the minors. That's what he came up as. And he's going to play a lot of first base. Yeah, see, right now, Rafi Devers is in the left-handed batter's box, and with that screen behind him, he looks fake. It all looks fake. Are these all real people? Are we watching AI baseball right now? I don't know. And I know Adobe paid a lot of money to be the sponsor for this game, the title sponsor for this game, but might need to figure out a different place to get that ad on there. It's like Rafi Devers is glitching. All right. Trevs is ready. We are going to move over there. Oh, and that drops in. And as I said before, that sun is going to come into play. And it did there. It looked like Trent Grisham did not have a beat on that ball. Caballero was coming out. AK camera might be too much. It looks like Space Jam 2. It does. It looks like it's some weird, especially for the left-handed batters. It just looks weird in there. So I am going to post the link to Trev's Chirps YouTube stream. We will be over there together. I was just a warm-up back here, getting everybody ready. We watched an inning of baseball together. We loved, we lost, and we're going to watch more baseball. I'll drop that link in the Instagram story, so you can head there. Giants are putting a little pressure on Max Fried. It's first and third, 1 out. He does not look as sharp today.
Two balls and a strike. The count to Willie Adames. Max Fried struggling to find command with his cutter. And that was a pitch that was such an ally for him last year. And part of the explanation for his easy transition to New York. Threw a lot of cutters last year, more so than ever before. So far, the command hasn't been there. And I know it's early, small sample.
Yeah, it's early. Just getting nerves, first inning of opening day, you have the 4-pitch walk, and I think it's just nerves.
And his first strikeout of the game is a big one. 2 gone now with runners still at the corners.
And that's that kind of rep right there. I mean, he had a chance to throw it there, get it up a little bit, and, the shape of the cutter, I don't know about 50 cutter, but when you guys see that shape and it just stays up over the middle of the plate, if you get that swing and mix and you get that swing through, because I think you got to think it's coming at you.
Yeah, the top of the zone cutter is just so hard to get to, not only for a right-handed batter especially. It's just a tough play to match to get the barrel too.
And Freed's going to get out of there after a Jung-Hoo Lee ground out to second base. All right. We are going to head over to Trev's stream. He is Trev's, Trevs, Chirps, Chirps on YouTube. I'll be joining him over there now. So hope to see you there in just a few minutes. And let's watch some more baseball. Go grab another beer while you're at it. And let's do it. All right. See you there.